What's up, family? Peace, peace. Peace meaning part of energy always creates elevation. Peace to the gods. Peace to the gods. Peace to the gods. Peace to the original people of this land in the Americas. Peace, peace, peace. Peace and love to all of my loving beings out here. High vibrational beings. Thank you for joining me today in the Think Better, Live Better casting. Thanks for joining me. I am I and I am I. Thanks. Today is a beautiful day. Today we're going to be reading from the language of letting go, the insert from February the 8th. February 8th today. Today, February 8th, is letting go of guilt. Wow, that's interesting because this morning I've been having, it's such a low vibrational thing I could have followed, but I chose to follow a more high vibrational thing, but it had something to do with guilt. But anyway, so February 28th says letting go of guilt. And it reads, feeling good about ourselves is a choice. So is feeling guilty. When guilt is legitimate, it acts as a warning light signal that we're off course. Then its purpose is finished. Wallowing in guilt allows others to control us. It makes us feel not good enough. It prevents us from setting boundaries and taking other healthy actions to care for ourselves. We may have learned to habitually feel guilty as an instinctive reaction to life. Now we know that we don't have to feel guilty. Even if we've done something that violates a value, extended guilt does not solve the problem. It prolongs the problem. So make amends. So make an amend. Change a behavior, then let guilt go. In closing today, God within me, help me to become entirely ready to let go of guilt. Please take it from me and replace it with self-love. Ashe, ashe. All in a nutshell is just, hey, why feel guilty? Don't even ask that question. Just don't feel guilty, right? And I know. I mean, as a practiced vibrational response to some things, guilt comes up, and like they said, you see it, but don't live it, right? You know what I'm saying? You see it, but you don't have to live that life, right? You can see, even if you, I mean, an example is if you steal something, you take something from someone. Well, if that person found out that you take it, you can feel guilty, right? But then, you have to let it go, right? Probably the best thieves, and the best, are going to be people who feel like, it's right, right? It feels, it was there, you know what I'm saying? It was there, it was left alone, I took it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and that's probably the insight that a lot of, people have in that instance, but it's just not feeling guilty about anything that you do, anything that you've done, or even making somebody else feel guilty of anything that they do or say or have or be, so, and like you said, it can be a form of manipulation. People will guilt trip you, into saying that you're guilty for doing something, and I've done it, I've been, just the other day at work, was an example of, right? Everybody's pushing a line, right, to get a job done. And my thing is, me and my teammate, we're working together, but he's one of the guys that's going to go with everything. And I'm one of the guys that's going to be like, oh, stop, chill out, let's do us, right? And I'm not going to feel guilty about that, but for a second, I felt a little bit ashamed because, like you said, they're pushing boxes. I'm pulling boxes. Most of the boxes that I'm pulling are coming to me, so I'm having to pull fast, right? Meaning the rest of this, the next 6, 7, 8 boxes coming down the line, if it's coming to me, why do you have to worry about if you're in the line before me? Why are you still pushing boxes towards me instead of letting me get my box off? And then their thing is, hey, we got to keep the line moving. Well, I don't give a fuck, right? And that's how I was. I was standing there like, I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, well, I would let the shit go past me, right? But then you let the shit go past you, then people are from the back gonna bring boxes up like, hey, you missed this. I don't care about that either, right? But you can get in that whole guilty feeling of, oh shit, I missed that. Oh shit, the line's going fast. Oh shit, blah, blah. And this is how people work all day. They work like that, but they be tired. They be fucked up in their motherfucker, like trying to hurry up and get boxes off and shit. And you know what I mean? And these motherfuckers are pushing at a pace that they not even put. They're not even sorting boxes. They just pushing boxes. So so it's like there was a feeling of guilt that came up behind that because it's old, right? It's like, damn, I could follow their program, but the real part of me says, no, nigga, you would have to be a actual machine to keep up with what they're trying to make you keep up with. So you cannot feel guilty about that. And right, I'm not a fucking machine. I'm better than a machine. You know what I'm saying? The machine works for me. Right? So yeah, I can do everything that the machine can do, but the machine can be me, right? So now, so that's the thing, just not feeling guilty when people try to make you feel guilty for doing stuff or for not doing stuff, right? And people do that all the time because they feel guilty about everything, right? Or they just feel like they need to control. And it's most time in the cases that they feel guilty about a lot of shit, right? And yeah, so thank you guys. Get off the guilt trip today. Just be happy and loving, and take everything that comes with love. And learning, right, and understand that. Do you fuck what everybody else is thinking? Nobody else can think for you or have ever been in your position to be in the position that you in, right? Even if you guys are in the same place at the same time, that guy, that person, that girl did not take the journey it took for you to get to that place. So it's all different. So don't feel guilty for the journey you took to get to that place versus the journey they took to get to that place, or the journey that they say somebody else took to get to that place, or blah, 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 right? So it's all about just, being free with yourself, being free, open, honest, loving, and speaking life. Speak life. I love you guys. Thank you. Remember that one who is in peace with oneself and unifies himself with others in peace and in love, prosperity is inevitable. I love you guys. That's on the Pope. And you guys have the most wonderful, loving day. And always remember, too, to think better and live better. Think better and you will live better.